Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog. So this is one and only Dada speaking. If you guys are new here in my channel, so don't forget to subscribe, like and check my other videos. And if you guys don't know me especially, so I'll give you a small introduction of myself. My name is Muhammad Jaber. I've been living in UAE for last 7 or 8 years, and I studied my studies, my high school, my university here. I did my graduation from here, and I'm working at this moment in United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi. So anyways, today I took a kind of special topic to talk about. The topic is most probably, like, if you guys are in my Facebook friend list, then you might be checking, and probably you guys have seen that I was sharing so many protesting videos, like the students wearing white shirts and black pants and sort of, and they're just doing such protesting all the day long for last 3-4 days, and I'm sharing all those pictures and videos, to be honest. And if you guys have seen those, then yeah, that's the topic I will be talking about today. It's kind of serious topic to talk about, and I wanted to talk about this, to be honest. Is because okay, let's go straight to the topic. So first of all, it's all our students who are doing this protesting since last 4 days, I believe, and they took over all the states and all the country roads, city roads, and every main points and corners of Dhaka city capital. And also following their lead, all the students from around Bangladesh, they also took the protesting by themselves. It's all started with 2 kids. Those kids are, they're college students, I mean, like high school students. They're most probably they're in the age of 17 or 18. But the thing is, what happened literally is, before 4 days, those students were coming back from their school, and there was one girl and one boy. They got smashed by a bus, maybe 10 or 20 ton bus, public bus. Those public buses, they were fighting each other. There were so many other buses, but those buses were fighting each other to take some passengers, to catch the passengers, because every day they have to take as much passengers as they can, so that it's for their regular income and stuff. So that's why there are so many buses and transportation systems in our country, in our capital. So that's why every time they fight with each other, every buses to catch their passengers. So that's the main issue. So the same thing happened when 2 buses were fighting with each other. They were smashing each other, and within that quarreling moment or their smashing moment, 2 students have to give away their life. So 2 students died on the spot because one of the buses just went over them. So that took away their life, and that's how everything started. All the students from that school, I forgot the school name, but all the students from there, they came out for protesting. They start damaging buses. They start breaking the glasses of the buses, because to be mentioned, there are so many things should be included in my talkies. The first of all, the thing is, most of the buses are there, and the bus drivers, they don't have proper driving license. Even though if they have proper driving license, those driving license are expired for so many years, and those driving license are not valid, and also those driving license are not it's not real. Real means they made those driving license from some part of the city places, like from those places anybody can make the driving license for them. So it costs them very little money to make those driving license so that they can drive away. So this is what happening. The bus drivers, this is how they're taking their license. They're making their license so that they can drive around. And if you ever visit Bangladesh or Dhaka, you will see there are so many drivers. I mean, they're not fit by themselves even, and most of them, they are driving, they're below 18, and whoever having driving license, those are not valid, and they are not following any kind of such rules. So that's why they are making a mess all the time. So whenever you will see, whenever you will visit the capital of Bangladesh, you will see the bus drivers, they're always fighting each other to cross each other. It's so dangerous for the people, whoever walking as a civilian or roadside passenger. So it's And also people don't have that much awareness, so people walks in the roadside, I mean like on the road, because the roadside, the pavement roads, those which are meant for the passengers, meant for the peoples to walk, those places and areas are covered by different shops and stalls, that's why people avoid the pavement side, so that like, because the pavement over there, it's really the crowd is too much over there, so that's why people walking on the roadside. And also the drivers are driving crazy, so that's why the accident take place all the time. So this is what's happening in Bangladesh, and every day people are getting killed. It's by law it can be said it's totally murder, it's direct murder. So even our politicians, even our ministers, they're having, they're saying all the things are going well. It's their words, they're saying everything is going fine, nobody's getting killed, everything's fine, but still people are getting killed on the road due to less awareness and the road safety issues and the bus driver licenses and the bus fitnesses. So that's why every day there is accidents going on in our country. And just like that, two students, they gave away their life for the less awareness of the drivers. And the main thing is, like, those people, those driver who killed those two students, they didn't had any license and everything, even though their bus is not fit as well. So that's why student came out, and all the students, mostly 95% students are within the age range of 18 to 21. So they are protesting all day long, to be honest. The main reason for the protesting is to make a safe road for them, so that they can use the road safely, so that they don't have to get crushed or smashed by any bus or truck. And so that's why they're protesting. They have 9 different calls, like those 9 different calls should be approved by the prime minister as soon as possible. Until the prime minister is not listening to them, until she is not approving those 9 dafa, I don't know what's the English of dafa, until then, they're not leaving the roads and anything. So that's what's happening in Bangladesh. And students are really doing remarkable job, is because first of all, they took over all the streets of the capital. They took all over. They're checking the driving license of each and every people, whoever going through the road. They're checking, they're catching the private cars, they're catching the buses, trucks, police cars, police trucks, even army buses. They're stopping each and every car, they're checking the license. And the most shocking thing is, even though the polices in the armies, they don't have their own license. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's our country. Those polices, our police, they harass the motorcyclists, the car owners every single day, because by catching them, and they tell straight that you don't have driving license. So every time, they're giving huge fines to the motorcyclists, the peoples who are driving around. So that's the issue. And when it's on them, they don't have their license. How come it's possible? The police, they're riding, the motorcycles, the cars, they don't have their own license. Even the kids, the students, 18, 19 years students, they caught the journalist cars and those microbuses. But even those people, they don't have their license. Can you imagine what's happening in our country? See, like, if you are not following the real rules, you can just apply the law on someone unless you are fit with the rules, right? So Bangladeshi police are doing the same thing. They're not well, they're not fit, but still they're implementing the laws on the regular people. They're always making issues and on the spot, to give them fine. So now if you'll see these videos, like what's happening in Bangladesh, those polices, they are like shaking. They're shaking in front of the kids, because they are failed to show their driving license to them. And it's really a shameful act, to be honest. It's really really big shame to the police and our government and everyone. So whatever happening, it's something that Bangladeshi student made history. And as you know, since 1952 we fought for our language, Bangla language. And in 1971 in the liberation war, we did the 90%, 80% were the Bangladeshi student. They fought for our country. And yeah, still now it's 2018, and all the 18 years kid, they took over the road, and they're doing such thing within 4 days, what our prime minister couldn't manage to do for last 40 or 50 years. Like we had 2-3 prime ministers, 4 prime ministers, but nobody could have ever done this kind of remarkable change. But to be honest, this is the first time I have seen that the students, they made emergency land in Dhaka capital city. Can you imagine that? We never had this emergency land in our country for past decades, to be honest. But within 2 or 3 days they made the change. So guys, you can see those police officers wearing green t-shirts. They're begging their life so that the students can leave them, because the students caught them red-handed, that they are not having their driving license and sort of things. So you can see the students are arguing with them face to face. This never happened in our country. So whenever any students, before this protesting, whenever the students they talked with the police officer face to face, they got shot all the time. But this is something remarkable happening. These students, they're talking face to face, and they're asking for the driving license and everything. So in this case, what's happening, the students asking for the driving license, and they called another police officer, so that this police officer on the left side, he should get fine because he is driving without the driving license. So the students are asking the main sergeant to give him fine. Remarkable. Look, this police officer is now begging for his life. Wow. Wearing white t-shirts on the right side, and they're moving the vehicle so that the ambulance can reach their destination. I mean, subhanallah, this is the first time it's happening in this country. They're doing their hard work to move the vehicle so that the ambulance can reach to the hospital. Wow, it's one of the most busiest area. It's not, there is no such specific area, to be honest. In all the roads and areas in Dhaka capital, it's there is traffic always. But the students, you can see that they're showing the direction on your right. Yeah, white shirt students, all of them, they might be 18 or 17 or 20 maximum. Subhanallah, just see what's happening. They're moving the vehicle. They're not allowed that white vehicle to go through that way, because they're protesting on their way. But the thing is, like, they're letting in the emergency cars. You can see in each and every 50 meter there are students. They're showing the way. Subhanallah, check this out. Look, there are students everywhere, in every corner streets in our country. Look, see, if people want to change, they can change within 1 day, within 4 days, within 1 week. Our country can change. One senior police officer, he got 2 stars, and you can see the students are surrounded by him, and they're asking for the driving license. They're checking the driving license, but it's expired. It's one of the fakest driving license, as I mentioned before. Wow, it's not valid. It's, my goodness, this is how. And also he's telling, right, I'm your father's age, don't do this. Now the police is there on the face of shame, like on the face of shame. Look here, teenagers in other countries like Mbappe, he's 19 years old, he's playing for the World Cup. On the other side, you can see the students, they're checking the license, they're cleaning the roads. Another TV channel's car, they're driving, but they don't have the driving license. You can see it's Boishaki TV channel, but they don't have the driving license, and they're driving. And the students, they stop them. So basically what's happening, whoever driving without the driving license, they can't, you can't step forward. They have to leave their car here anyway. until someone valid people with driving license can come and take the car. Otherwise, you see, he is not holding the driving license, but instead he is holding just an ID card. This is what happening, a country where the politics ruling everywhere.
যেহেতু তার ড্রাইভিং লাইসেন্স নাই, that means he is not a driver, he is not liable to drive this car, he doesn't have that capability. আপনি চাবি খুলেন।
There are these students who died on the road, on the spot. You can see there is one biker trying to move their dead bodies. This is the minister, railway minister, who is handling all the situations. He is the responsible guy who is for all these safety and everything.
আবারো জেগে ওঠো এখনি সময়
We want justice.
দেবে এমন
Look at him, how confident and brave he is.
পৃথিবী স্বাধীনতার ছবি আঁকা
Look at these kids, they're so young.
দেখেছে এই দেশ নতুনের বেশ শত আলো ভরা রাতে তাই গর্জে ওঠো আবারো পেছনে ফেলে সামনে বাড়ো জয় বাংলা বলে আগে বাড়ো তাই গর্জে ওঠো আবারো পেছনে ফেলে সামনে বাড়ো জয় বাংলা বলে আগে বাড়ো সময়ের লাগাম ধরে সামনে বাড়ো সময়ের লাগাম ধরে সামনে বাড়ো
মারা তার সন্তান হারিয়েছে, তাই কেন ভাই তোর বোনকে হারাইছে। এইটার জন্য আমাদের প্রতিনিয়ত প্রতি রাস্তাঘাটে প্রতি দুর্ঘটনা হয়েছে।
আমাদের প্রথমত আমাদের নিরাপদ সড়ক দরকার।
They're saying like all the mothers and parents, they're losing their kids so early. Look at this one. There is one college student, she is having only one umbrella and she is giving the direction in the traffic, and she is solving the issues there. This is something you don't see every day. See, the college students, the school students, they're controlling the traffic. This is outstanding. This is something like I'm speechless, to be honest. You don't see this thing in any country. College students, they're controlling the road. See how fed up they are, with the politicians, with the country rules and the traffics, that the traffic polices are failed to control the way, so the students took over the road. As you can see here, we never saw in my all life, I never saw this, the rickshaws, they're pulling in this straight line. This never happened in this country before. Here the students, they're like feeding him with chips because he don't have helmets, he don't have driving license or nothing with him. So that's why the students are so fed up with him, and he have nothing to say, to be honest. See how the students are talking with him, and he is so fed up. You can see the angry face, and the students, they're feeding him with chips, potato chips. Oh wow. And the students are saying like, how can you teach us laws when you're not by yourself following the laws? They're saying bua bua, which means lame. It's such shameful act for the police that they're not driving without their driving license, and this is really embarrassing for them. Like this police officer, they're senior police officers, and they're in the face of the students who are 18 or 19 years old only, and they have nothing to answer because they are totally wrong here. They're not having any license and nothing. No valid IDs, nothing. Just look how embarrassed they are. And how angry the students are. Just Bangladesh, what's happening. I hope this situation will end up soon as possible, because the students, they are doing their best, and with the students, all the parents and the university students, they start protesting from last 2 days. And I'm really feeling bored in Abu Dhabi, you know, to be honest. I wanted to join them, but it's not possible for me now. Otherwise, if I were in Bangladesh, I would have joined the protesting anyways. So anyways, I'm just having a great, you know, like great, you know, I'm forecasting what it called, yeah, forecasting a great future for Bangladeshi students. And I have no doubt that they will be the best politicians, they will be the best people to make our country great again. So inshallah, that's all of our prayers for the students, so that they can win the protesting, they can make safe road again, you know, they can make the prime minister to, you know, approve their conditions, 9 conditions, so that the prime minister make new roads, safe roads. Nobody can drive unfit cars, and nobody will be allowed to drive without the driving license. So yeah, so just hoping for the best for the students, the protesters, and yeah, that's all. And I think inshallah Bangladesh will be great again. So inshallah, that's the end of my vlog. Take care everyone. Allah Hafiz. Assalamualaikum. Good luck students. Hats off. Salute. Peace.